reselling is tough, especially this time of year. Welcome to Flipping and Punching, and today we're gonna pull some eBay orders and we're gonna talk about how life has gotten difficult lately. You know, how it's impacting our reselling business. The last 2 weeks have been a little difficult for us. We did get sick, not 100% still. So that's why I haven't put out a video on my Picking Punching Cards channel. I haven't put out a video on the Flipping and Punching channel. I have been putting some videos out on the Picking Punching channel, you know, but they have been not my normal schedule. So I've been still putting out 2 videos, but they've been a little sporadic there. And that's part of the reason why, guys. And we had a lot of other stuff going on. So some changes to the business that have been happening, stuff that we've been working on behind the scenes. We're gonna dig a little bit more deeper into that. And sometimes reselling gets tough, guys. Life gets in the way and it gets tough. We do get a ton of orders. We probably got like 25 orders that pull. So let's jump in there. We'll talk a little bit more about this here. All right, the first order is we sold a comic book. Now, this is a Transformer comic book, highly graded, rare comic book. This is Transformers right here. This is a 9.8 Transformers from 1987. This is the Headmasters, but what makes the one special is this is a newsstand. As you can see right there, the ones that release in comic book stores have a little marble sign there. The ones that release at actual newsstands have a UPC code. Now, why that makes it so special, guys? Well, I've talked about this before on the channel, but if you guys don't know, think about this. You go to a comic book store, the comic books will be bagged and board. Well, when you go to a newsstand, they're literally just thrown on a rack, no bag, no board. People can go in, just grab it, put it. So to find a newsstand comic book from that time period that's still in considered almost mint condition is hard to come by. If you find a newsstand book with a high grade on it from that time period, and it's a highly sought after book, it does bring a premium. For example, this last comic book sold, I think, for like 140 bucks without a newsstand. I had this listed for about $329. So I've been going back and forth with some guy for like 2 days, and someone sent me an offer for $240, and I just took it. $250 was my bottom line, but I'm not gonna sweat over 10 bucks. So I got $240 plus shipping on that book, and that's over $100 more than the regular 9.8. So newsstands can bring a premium, sometimes 2x, sometimes a little bit more than 2x, just depends on the book. All right, next time we sold is, I don't know if you guys saw that massive pickup I did with all those vintage shirts, but we just started listing those, and man, we've gotten so many watchers, so many offers on that stuff, and we sold a bunch. So let's pull those. All right, first one is, this is a Mr. Goodwrench. This is the same shirts they wear in the pits for Earnhardt. Had this listed for $44.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 38 bucks, and I accepted. So I got $38 plus shipping, and I paid $3. All right, next time we actually sold on Poshmark. This is, when I found this at a yard sale, I thought it was one of the coolest things in the entire world. One of my favorite shows of all time is The Sopranos. This is a Bada Bing baseball jersey. Something you just don't come across. If you guys don't know, if Sopranos was a show on HBO about the mob, and one of my favorite shows of all time. The Bada Bing was one of the strip clubs that they did own. There's a lot of Bada Bing merchandise out there. I had no idea what to list that, so I threw up a ridiculous price of $100 for it, and someone sent me an offer on Poshmark, so we get $80 plus shipping on that. So I am pumped for that one. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so I've been sick like the last week or two here. I didn't film a video for this channel last week. When I had a bunch of eBay orders, I just pulled my orders. And I will say it was actually nice just to pull my orders and not have to worry about filming, because when I do film these videos, they do take me like triple amount of time that it normally would take. So let's just say if I pull my orders, it'd take me 45 minutes or an hour. Would I film, it would take me like double amount of time, plus then editing on top of it. So it does take a lot of time to do these videos. So I do appreciate each and every one of you guys watching this. The reason I brought that up here is last week I listed all these DVDs and I sold a bunch of them last week. This is a big bolo for you guys, something that you guys probably would pass up all the time. Walk On is from Jessica Smith. She has a whole series of these DVDs. We picked up a lot of these at a yard sale for $5. This DVD alone right here, we ended up getting $19.99 plus shipping. I sold like 2 or 3 different Jessica Smith DVDs last week about walking, and they all got anywhere from like, I think 18 to 20 bucks a piece. If you guys see Jessica Smith walking DVDs, pick them up. The big bolo, and they have a high sell-through rate on eBay because there's not many listed. And when I did list these, they sold within the first week of them being listed. Next time we sold is a 3D Emblem Harley Davidson shirt. Now, if you guys don't know about 3D Emblem, they are the most sought after Harley shirts out there. They are high quality, great graphics, vintage t-shirts. 3D Emblem made shirts for Harley Davidson all the way up until 1994. So if you guys do come across any, make sure you look them up. They can bring big money. All right, here it is, A Way of Life. Now, this is really cool, but the thing about this one here is, this one has the sleeves are cut off. I don't know if you guys can see the tag on this one. Maybe I'll slightly see it. 3D Emblem, but put a picture up here on the screen so you guys get a better look at it. This thing had bleach stains on it. This thing has the sleeves cut off. I listed it for $199.99. Buyer from Thailand kept sending me messages, and we ended up selling for $100. I had no idea what to list it at because it's missing the sleeves with bleach stains on it. Threw it up for super high, see what type of interest I got. Only got one offer on it, and I decided, you know what, probably the best offer I'm gonna get on it. So I get $100 plus shipping on that. Once again, that came from that vintage t-shirt buy, and I got like $3 into it. Pumped about that sale. All right, so another reason why I wasn't filming this past week or so was because Operation CSO has been full underway, and I was able to get rid of one of my storage units. Got downsized some of my items. I've been selling a ton on Whatnot. We did some massive blowout sales on there, and I pretty much sold another, like, I think I sold like 6 or 7 totes of items like the past week or two. Has not been good in this past week for me, because I will tell you this. As a picker, if I am selling stuff, I'm making money. Also though, if I'm not selling, I need to be buying, because when I buy at this point, I'm buying fast selling items. I'm buying stuff that's going to make me money. But if I'm not buying, if I'm not selling, that becomes an issue. I didn't go sourcing over the weekend. I had some family obligations, so I wasn't able to go source. Did go to Webster Flea Market on Monday last week for the holiday, and it just wasn't good. Like when I go there, I usually get enough footage to make like 5 or 6 videos from. I got like enough to make 2 videos. It just, there's a lot of pickers there. It also rained like 10:30, 11, so a lot of vendors packed up and were ready to head out. So it just wasn't the best time, best day, which happens, you know, you take the good, the bad. So then I was gonna drop a ton of stuff off my auction house, and unfortunately, the auction house that I normally go to was moving locations and decided right now that the new location, they're not going to be sufficient what they want to do. So they're thinking about right now just calling it quits. I no longer have my auction house to go to. End up canceling a bunch of Whatnots because I was sick. This past like 2 weeks has really hurt me financially, unfortunately, which I mean, I'm still gonna be fine, but you take the good, the bad, and you just got to plan accordingly for stuff like this. Reselling can be tough sometimes. Things happen, life gets in the way, and unfortunately, you know, you got to roll the punches. But the good thing is yard sale season is right around the corner, and tons of community sales will be going. We always do really well in yard sale season, so I'm pumped about that. But also though, since I've not been buying, I've been really getting rid of a lot of stuff, which doing great. My ultimate goal over the next week, get my downstairs extra spare room cleared out, and gotta get my office upstairs, my man cave, cleared out. Once I get those 2 done, then I'm gonna focus on my garage, and we're definitely taking a jump in the right direction there. Let's go back to pulling some orders. You guys remember how I was selling all those graphic novels? Well, I started listing all these magazine lots up. I mean, you guys saw in the other videos where I had the big stacks sitting on my table there. They started to sell, and we sold a lot of them. So right here, this is Scary Monsters. These are really cool ones. Horror stuff always sells well. Perfect time to list that stuff right now because Halloween's right around the corner. Didn't know what to really list this at. I listed it at, I think, $100 plus shipping with best offer on. Buyer sent me an offer for $68. I decided to take it. So at $68 plus shipping, and it was only for 7 magazines. So it's like $10 a magazine, almost $10 a magazine. So, all right, next thing we sold is this is a graphic novel. I don't know if you guys remember this character, but it was on MTV when they used to do the animated series at nighttime. This is something that's a little more difficult to find. This is one of the situations that I absolutely love. So had this set up for $34.99. Was getting a ton of watches on. So I was sending offers like $29.99, $24.99, some of that ballpark. People will send me low balls like $15, $20, and then someone just come in and just bought it for the regular price. I got $35 plus shipping on that. People try to nickel and dime me, and then someone comes in and just buys it outright. One of my favorite things. All right, next time we sold is actually a Super Nintendo game. I didn't even know this was in my store. I got a random offer for $5. I had to double check and make sure I even had it before I accepted the offer. But Lethal Enforcers, I had it listed I think for like $7.99. Buyer sent me an offer for $5. I just took it. Didn't know it was in my store, so I decided to get rid of it. So I ended up getting $5 plus shipping on that. I will tell you, I have a video going to be coming out here in the near future about this stupid situation I'm in on eBay right now. I get hit with a return and a negative feedback, and it's going to be an absolute disaster once I get this item back, because I'm not going to go in detail now, but I will say you guys don't want to miss that video because there's everything that could possibly go wrong has gone wrong. Not on my end, definitely with the buyer, there's definitely user error. There's some other issues that go into this. Let's just say when I got the pictures from the buyer, there was something definitely wrong with the pictures, and we'll talk more about that here in the future, so stay tuned for that though. But all right, next thing we sold is actually a leather jacket. This is a Worthington jacket. I think I paid like $1 at a garage sale. That's the only reason why I know I would have this. Whoa, leather jacket, Worthington, or a pleather jacket. Had it listed for $29.99, bought it outright, so we got $29.99 plus shipping for that. We're selling a bunch of clothes today. I just realized too. We sold 3 shirts to one of our big supporters here, Puff Bear 359. If you guys don't know, give him a follow on Whatnot. Give him a follow on YouTube. Great guy. He has big supporter of our channel here. I appreciate you, Dave, very, very much. That's all I gotta say. So it is So this one right here is the brand new Dennis Rodman Mitchell and Ness. I think it's Mitchell and Ness. A Mitchell and Ness Hardware Classic. Had this listed for $49.99. Hit me off for 40 bucks and I accepted. What else do we sell? We sold this right here. I think a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum 2XL sweater or sweatshirt. I think we sold this for $29.99 plus shipping. All right, next time we sold is actually what goes with the Dave's order here. This is a 6-time NBA champions. Chicago Bulls, really cool Mitchell and Ness shirt. Had that listed for $29.99. Buyer sent me an offer for $24.99. I accepted. Now, I think he did pay shipping on all those. So what I'm going to do is once that package goes up, get those shipped out, I will issue you a refund for any overages on shipping. I appreciate you very much, man. Thank you. All right, so we actually had one Macari sale. This Japanese animation figure. I have no idea who he is. I have no idea what this is. This came from a massive big pickup I did that anime figures in it and some Disney stuff. Had it listed for $24.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 20 bucks. I accepted. The good thing about Macari is they don't charge you fees on it. So when you get an offer for 20 bucks, you sell it for 20 bucks. The buyer pays those fees. So at 20 bucks plus shipping. I did something today that I normally don't do. So I took 2 things that I had and I put those on auction on eBay. I normally do not run auctions on eBay. One of the reasons why I did the one is I had a whole stack of comic books that had either rip covers, that had, rips on them, stains, water damage to the books. They're no good. I couldn't sell them regular lots, but people will buy old comic books. People will buy old comic books for crafting. So you put those in a lot. I started at $1. I'm going to let it go. But there was some like comic books in the 70s, 80s that a lot of people like. Higher dollar books in there, but they just had damage on them. I couldn't sell them regular, so I just threw them in a lot. Start $1, sell it as is. So see how that goes. And then if any of you guys are wrestling fans and toy fans, in the late 80s, they had these WWF figures called LJNs. They were big rubber guys. They're like 8 inches tall. One of my favorite figures as a kid growing up. Matt Cardona used to be Zack Ryder in the WWE. Started a toy line called Big Rubber Guys. They are the identical size to the LJN figures, and they drop them in limited releases. So I've been picking those up, but they decided to use a third-party shipping company this time when they go to ship them out. So I normally buy 2 sets, a set for myself and a set to sell. That set to sell usually sells higher than what I paid for my original cost. So hopefully it actually pays for my other one for myself. They sent those out and didn't put any bubble wrap, didn't do anything. And some of the cards got damaged. These guys are hardcore collectors. They know how important it is for the packaging not to get damaged. So what they ended up doing was I got my original order, half of it was damaged. They sent me another order. They sent me another full order. So I bought 4 figures and then I received another box with another 4 figures. I decided to, you know what, I'll just give back to the community. But 2 of the figures started at $1 and I'm going to let them run. They were like 50 bucks a piece. I'll put a picture here what they look like, but they're the British Bulldogs from the old WWF back in the day. So I put those up for sale. So I started those on a Sunday night to a Sunday night. So let's cross our fingers. Hopefully they do well. I just want to kind of test the waters. Trying some new stuff with the store, kind of see what works. All right, next time we actually sold an action figure. This is the Batman Multiverse. The infected one where he looks kind of like the Joker. This came on a massive toy buy. I don't know, I got a couple bucks into it. I had it listed for $11.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 10 bucks and I accepted, so I got $10 plus shipping. All right, here's a bullet for you guys. If you guys come across any like how-to books or magazines, especially if they're really like niche down on a certain category, especially when it comes to drawing, pick them up and get them for super cheap. These are how to draw comic books. These came in my massive buy of all the graphic novels. There is 10 of them here. Really cool. This is where I kind of messed up, but there's 10 of them there. In my listing, I put 11 for some reason. So I need a message buyer. You can clearly see in the picture there's only 10, but anyway, I had it listed for $99.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 75 bucks. I accepted. So that's $75 plus shipping, and I have less than $5 into that. That buy was probably one of my best buys of the year because it keeps paying off over and over and over again. And I still have like 2 long boxes of magazines I have not listed yet. When I was on Operation CSO, I was trying to kind of get top dollar or like 80% of value for a lot of my items. And I realized that if I need to start clearing stuff out, I need to start moving stuff. So I've been putting stuff on Shop Commons. That's the wholesale website. Every time I list stuff up there, it sells immediately. You guys need to follow me on there. Actually, we just had a sale here. Let me go pull that one. If you guys aren't familiar with Shop Commons is, it's on district.net. It's a wholesale website that the Commonwealth Picker created for resellers and seller resellers. When you guys go on there, probably I would say about 50 to 60% of the stuff is going to be priced good to buy. And then you have probably about 40% of the items that people just price high for. They don't understand the concept of it, I guess. And it's meant for people who can't source in the wintertime, meant for people that maybe have an antique store selling Amazon, who want to find other lots that they can buy and use to resell without leaving the house. You know, you can get a lot of good deals depending on what you're looking for. Like this one right here. This whole stack is hats. These are brand new hats from the Arena Football Team Tampa Bay Storm. Total of 46 hats. I listed those up for $19.99 with shipping. Shipping was like 14 bucks or something like that. So just say they're all in at 35 bucks. Even at $35, that's less than $1 a hat. They want to list on eBay. You can create one listing, multi-quantity. I use those to give away on Whatnot as like giveaways. The buyer should do good on those. They're all brand new. So you got 46 brand new hats for 20 bucks. Can't beat that. As a full-time reseller, I will tell you, reselling is getting tough, especially this time of year. It's getting really tough, especially for where I live. We are about to embark on community sale season, so it's about to get really good. But there is that cusp between like the summertime and right before that's about to start where, you know, you have the Labor Day holiday. In Florida, it's super hot right now. Like, I literally had to bring 2 shirts when I go out garage selling because I get drenched. That's how hot it is. It sucks. The reason why I bring this up here is because there's a point behind this. So I said the reselling is getting tough. The last 2 weeks have been pretty brutal. One, because I've been sick. So that's really hindered my business. Hurt me financially. It's hurt me sourcing wise. It's hurt me the other things. Part of doing business. It is what it is. I went out sourcing though. Even though I wasn't feeling good, I had to go out sourcing and I was having a really bad day. First yard sale I went to, I showed up an hour and a half too early. I misread the time. Went to another yard sale. I thought the first yard sale started at 8, so I got there like 7:40 and it didn't start to 9. So I found another one about 15 minutes away. Didn't look at the time and that yard sale started at 11. I got there at like 8:20. So I found a community sale that was like another 25 minutes north of that, which I said 100 homes. Now, granted, by this point in time, this is going to be like 45 minutes away from my house. So farther when I tried to venture out, I saw a community sale. There's another community sales going on, so why not? Said 100 homes, and it was like a brand new development. There wasn't even 100 homes in there completely built. And when I drove through there was only 7 yard sales, and they were not good, unfortunately. It's brand new homes. People just moved in. So like the people in the community were like, I don't even know why we're having a community sale. We just moved in here three months ago. Just wasn't good. From there, I found a couple other random sales. I got a couple items here and there, but I was having a really bad day. Where I was driving through, I was actually really close to my P.O. box. I decided to go to my P.O. box. This is why you guys are really awesome as viewers and the support I get, because just like you guys go through an emotional roller coaster of what you do. I do the same thing here, you know? And I have my ups and downs, and I was having a really crappy day. And then I got this. So I got this package from I'm Just Key. So you put a note in there, so let me read this. It says, yo dude, I watch all of your videos. I'm a huge fan of your Flipping Punching channel. I love seeing behind the scenes of a full-time sellers, major motivation, and I get great information. Anyway, I made some new merch. Thought it would be something you might like, so I want to give you one. Much love, Key. I love yard selling. And it's a pirate on literally an Apollo junk, like a giant death pile, and he's literally a yard sale pirate. And the best thing is, it's actually my size, extra large. I'm Just Key, and let me tell you, man, that was super cool. Key, I will tell you, man, that literally made my day. I freaking love that shirt, by the way. I'm definitely gonna rock that in some future videos and when I probably go out garage selling. People reach out to me all the time on my on like Instagram or Facebook, and they ask me. I have my P.O. box in the description down below, so if anyone ever needs to send me something, it's open to the public, so you guys send me whatever you want to my P.O. box. Guys, go give him a follow. He's on IG and he's also on YouTube. I'm Just Key. Go check out his videos, especially if you like video games, because he does a lot of stuff in the video game category. So go check him out. Did I film this whole video with like I just looked down and like I had a stain on my shirt? Hot Mess Express, let me tell you. All right, we got one more item pool here. Now, this might be the coolest item that we have, and it brings me to my last thing about Disney. This is a Little Mermaid telephone. I picked it up at the Webster Flea Market. I paid 25 bucks for it. Could not find comps. We tried to look it up with the vendor, and we could not find comps on it. So I put it up for $79.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 60 bucks, and I accepted. It's like at $60 plus shipping, so I'll make like 30 bucks on it. I was mentioning earlier that I was an operations CSO, and I was trying to clear stuff out, really reaching my goal as fast as I want. So I decided to really start blowing stuff out, and we put a lot more discounts on items right now. And I'm actually gonna do a major Disney show, guys. Lennox pieces. I'm putting up those Disney like pin sets, like rare Disney pin sets. I have it scheduled for the 17th of September, which is a Tuesday. I think I'm gonna I may move it to the 24th just to give me extra time, because I have a lot more items I want to add to that, but I'm starting everything out at $1. So it's gonna be the craziest Disney merchandise show on Whatnot. Everything's gonna start at $1. And I'm talking like pin sets that go for $50, $75, $100, $200. Everything's being $1. So guys, go bookmark that show if you guys haven't. Put a link down the description down below. And if you're new to Whatnot, you get 15 bucks just for signing up. So use my link there. Anyway, guys, I need to pack this stuff up. It is 12:24 in the morning. Back to burning the candle both ends once again, guys. And I'm debating about going to the flea market in the morning because I need to get some video footage. So I don't know. I got to package this stuff up. It's going to be a long day. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me even when I did take a little break here last week. Until next time, guys, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.